Hello, and welcome to the channel. This is your time to relax and listen to English in a calm and natural way. You don't need to focus too much. Just listen and enjoy the story. Take a slow breath in and out. Now we begin. The road through the mountains. Ethan lived in a quiet town near the mountains. The mountains were not very high, but they were wide and peaceful. During the day, they looked soft and blue. At night, they became dark and silent. Ethan liked to walk in the evening. It helped him relax after a long day. He worked in a small office in the town center. His days were simple, but sometimes he felt tired of the same routine. So every evening, he walked. There was one road he liked the most. It started near his house and slowly went up into the mountains. It was not a busy road. Most people did not go there at night. Ethan liked that. He liked the quiet. One evening, the sky was cloudy. There were no stars, and the moon was hidden. The air was cool, and the wind moved slowly. Ethan put on his jacket and went outside. He started walking as usual, step by step. The town slowly disappeared behind him. Lights became fewer. Sounds became softer. Soon, he was alone on the mountain road. He walked for a long time. The road was narrow and calm. On one side, there were trees. On the other side, there was a soft slope going down. Ethan looked around. Everything was quiet. Too quiet. Then he noticed something unusual. Far ahead on the road, there was a light. It was very small. At first, he thought it was a car, but it did not move like a car. It stayed in one place. Ethan slowed down. He looked more carefully. The light was warm, not white. It did not look like a car light. He felt curious, so he continued walking, slowly. The light became closer. Step by step, Ethan moved forward. The road turned slightly to the left, and then he saw it clearly. There was a small wooden house near the road. Ethan stopped. He had never seen this house before. I walk here often, he thought. This house was not here. The house was simple. Old wood, a small window, and inside the window, a warm yellow light. Ethan stood still for a moment. He listened. No sound, no voices, only the wind. He walked closer. The ground made soft sounds under his feet. The house looked calm, not scary, just quiet. Ethan stood near the window. He looked inside. There was a table, a chair, and a lamp, but no person. The room was empty. Still, the light was on. Ethan felt a strange, calm feeling. He was not afraid, just curious. He walked to the door. He knocked softly. No answer. He waited. Nothing. Slowly, he opened the door. It moved quietly. Inside, the air was warm. The room felt peaceful, like a place where time moved slower. Ethan stepped inside. He looked around again. Everything was simple, but it felt right. On the table, there was a small notebook. Ethan walked closer. He opened it. There were short sentences inside, simple words, like thoughts. He read one line: "Walk slowly. The road will show you something new." Ethan smiled slightly. He continued reading. "Do not hurry. You will arrive." He felt calm, very calm. He sat down on the chair. The room was silent. Time passed, but he did not feel it. After a while, Ethan stood up. He closed the notebook. He looked around one more time. Then he walked outside. The air felt fresh, cool, and clean. He looked back at the house. The light was still on. Ethan walked back down the road, slowly. When he turned around again, the house was gone. Only the road, only the trees, and darkness. Ethan stopped. He looked carefully. Nothing. He felt surprised, but also calm. The next evening, he returned. He walked the same road, step by step. He looked for the house, for the light. At first, nothing. Only darkness. Then, far ahead, a small, warm light appeared again. Ethan smiled and continued walking. He did not hurry. He knew the road now, and he knew some places appear only when you are ready to see them.